New Zealand's last 3 summers have brought the most intense heat waves on record, both in the ocean and in the atmosphere.
Here's climate correspondent Isabel Ewing to tell us what impact they've had.
Yes, those record heat waves have dramatically affected our fruit-growing industries, environment and wildlife. A new study shows heat waves over the last 3 years melted 17% of the ice off the Southern Alps glaciers. Warmer waters might be linked to the starvation and death of little penguins in Bay of Plenty, as well as the bleaching of millions of marine sponges across the north and south of the country. And the heat brought Central Otago's summer fruit harvest forward by up to 2 weeks, forcing orchardists to adapt to remain profitable. Simon Webb is in tune with the subtle changes to weather resulting from a changing climate. It's tied to his livelihood.
We have seen changes in the climate that impact our business. I suppose the climate may be just getting a little bit more extreme.
The summer fruit harvest in Central Otago is happening 5 days sooner due to heat waves. And Webb says even that impacts his business.
We do have to take a small hit on our profitability because of a glut of fruit if there's an oversupply. We've got to increase the demand somehow. And that's when working with the supermarkets to get the right promotions in place at the right times.
The last 3 summers have seen the most intense ocean and atmosphere heat waves on record, resulting in major loss of glacial ice in the Southern Alps.
We've lost almost a fifth of the ice volume, and since 1949 we've lost half of the Southern Alps ice volume.
While warmer waters are suspected to have caused bleaching and disintegration of millions of marine sponges, which play a critical role in the ecosystem.
So they remove food and carbon particles that are in the seawater, and they take it down to the seafloor and recycle it, which then makes it available for other things that live on the seafloor.
Rising sea temperature is thought to be linked to the starvation and death of korora, or little penguins.
The marine heat wave has caused some fish stocks, some fish species to move their distributions, and as a result we think that there might not be enough food for the penguins.
However, New Zealand has no national marine monitoring plan, and no long-term data makes it hard to detect change. Heatwaves this intense used to be rare. The study's authors found the summer of 1934 remarkably hot, and human-induced climate change wasn't even a factor. But the last 3 summers have seen the warmest months on record, and scientists say there is no doubt that increased frequency and intensity is a result of climate change caused by humans. The changes Simon Webb sees might not be noticeable for the rest of us, but researchers say these dramatic heat waves will be considered cool compared to what we'd experience with 2 or more degrees of warming, which is what the world's on track for. Isabel Ewing, Newshub.